what's up? It's me, JDS4696. Today I'm giving a film review for Jurassic World. And this is the fourth film in the Jurassic Park film franchise. Because you know this way was like the original three. I'm just showing off my my Blu-ray collection. I had the Ultimate Trilogy, which had the first Jurassic Park, the Lost World Jurassic Park, and Jurassic Park 3. This was like a nice Blu-ray collection that they had released like a few years ago. But yeah, Jurassic World is like the fourth film in the franchise, which were like based on like the novel that Michael Crichton had created. You know, the author Michael Crichton. He had wrote the first two like Jurassic Park novels, like Jurassic Park and The Lost World, which were adapted into films by Steven Spielberg. You know, he directed the first Jurassic Park and The Lost World. You know, but he didn't return for Jurassic Park 3. I think that was like another director. Just like with this one, you have like a new director on board for this fourth film. You know, in the film franchise. Now this time, this Jurassic Park, the director for this one is known as Colin Trevorrow. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. And the only returning like stars from previous Jurassic Park films are you have B.D. Wong, like he's like one of the Asian like scientists that were from, like he was on the original Jurassic Park. He's in this film as well, you know. But far as like returning like characters or anything like that, he's about the only one that returns. But this film is it takes place 22 years after the original Jurassic Park, you know, like when they had like the dinosaur like amusement park where like the accident occurred and the dinosaurs like broke free and started like kind of like terrorizing like the visitors and stuff like that. So this time it's like 22 years after those events of the original Jurassic Park, and like Jurassic Park has now became like a fully functioning like dinosaur theme park known as Jurassic World now this time. So the film is about like these two brothers that like take a trip to Jurassic World, you know. Then like once they get there, chaos like breaks loose again, you know, and everything. But like the two brothers are really like the focus of the film, but there are like other characters in it as well too, you know. But like you know, chaos basically happens again. I'm gonna touch on all that in a moment though. The reason that the brothers are going is because their aunt is like the operation manager of Jurassic World, and she is played by Bryce Dallas Howard. Yeah, her name is known as Claire Deering, and she is the operations manager for the park, you know, for Jurassic World. And the two boys that are going, like the two brothers, they are her nephews, basically. So that's why they took a trip to Jurassic World, just to spend time with their aunt or whatever. But then eventually, like, you know, like something happens, and then, you know, like the park almost kind of like the original one, you know. But you have like other people in this film too as well, like the other major like star in this film is Chris Pratt, and he plays like a velociraptor trainer and like expert. He was kind of fun, like an interesting role, you know. But the film is about like this new like not only is it like about Jurassic World being like a functioning like theme park now with dinosaurs that's safe for people to go to. It's actually introducing like a new dinosaur, which is like a crossbreed of like different dinosaurs, like the T-Rex and Velociraptor and stuff like that, you know. And it's a huge dinosaur known as the Indominus Rex. And this is the dinosaur that causes like, you know, trouble in the Jurassic Park, like in the theme park itself, you know, like in Jurassic World. Like once it escapes, that's when everything starts to fall apart, and, you know, of course everybody has to like band together and, you know, all that kind of, you know, the usual things, you know. But I thought the film was like okay, you know. I guess, you know, it kind of runs with like the other three films, kind of, you know, mainly like it seems like it's kind of like more closer to like the Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, you know. It doesn't really feel like, you know, but it does have links to the first one, which is kind of cool, because there are scenes in the film where they return to like certain areas that were in the original Jurassic Park, you know, like they revisit those areas, you know. and I thought that was kind of cool. Like it gave it like a little nostalgic feel to it. I thought that was interesting and fun. But the film was like fast paced. Like it's very fast paced. Where it starts off like with a fast pace, and then it becomes to get it kind of gets kind of like slowed down, but it still is like constant, like like dinosaur like action and stuff like that. Cause like a couple of like the scenes with the Adonis Rex, I thought was kind of cool. Cause when I first heard about the Adonis Rex, that they was creating a dinosaur that was like a crossbreed of different dinosaurs, I was kind of against it. It seemed kind of like cheesy to a certain extent. But once you actually get to see how it looks, I thought that the dinosaur itself looked cool. The Adonis Rex, it was cool looking because it kind of resembles like a T-Rex, like a Tyrannosaurus. But instead of it having like skinny like forearms, it has like these like huge like arms, and it's massive too. I think they said it was like 50 foot. It was actually larger than the T-Rex. But like the scenes with the Adonis Rex, they were fun. I thought it was a nice, cool dinosaur. Like it had like some cool like terrifying sequences, where it was attacking them, even when it was fighting other dinosaurs and stuff. Like it's a point where it had to fight like a T-Rex and Velociraptors. I don't want to spoil the film, but I thought that was cool. Plus the scenes with the underwater dinosaur, the Mosasaurus. They don't really go into in depth with it, but I thought that was like fun. Like the part where it had, that you could see like on the trailers where it ate the great white shark and stuff. I think that was a great white shark. Yeah, when it had ate it, could have been a mako, But when it ate that, I thought that was cool. And there was like other scenes with the Moses. So it had quite a couple of like scenes that were kind of surprising, that I thought was fun. But overall, I thought this film was like okay, I wasn't disappointed or anything like that. I like the look of it though. I like how it has like a very like high tech, futuristic kind of like feel to it, like where they have like the monorails that go around Jurassic World, and they have these things called the gyrospheres that I remember like the two brothers were like riding in. I thought that was kind of fun, And yeah, there's a sequence where I almost spoke where the Adonis Rex was attacking them in the gyrosphere. That was kind of fun, And I thought Chris Pratt and like Bryce Dallas Howard, I thought they gave decent performances. You also have Vincent D'Onofrio. I think that's how he says his last name. He's like well known. He plays like the head of the security operations, and I thought he was kind of cool. He was okay, kind of like slimy and stuff. But I thought he was like a good role. And then you have B.D. Wong, who returns as Henry Wu, and he was one of the stars that were like his character was on the original Jurassic Park. And I think he's the only one, that does appear. And there's also like references to like John Hammond. He supposedly had passed away, and he knew about them creating Jurassic World and stuff like that. And he gave it his blessings and stuff like that. But if you're looking for like some fun like dinosaur action, cause they have like the T-Rex has some cool moments. Velociraptors, they have some like funny moments, especially like the scenes with the like Chris Pratt like training them and stuff like that. Or when they're after the Adonis Rex, I thought that was kind of cool, And you could tell that they was actually touching on like the scenes with like the Velociraptor, because before they made Jurassic World, it was like it was talk of them giving the dinosaurs like I think like guns and stuff like that. And I guess that's kind of what they did with the Velociraptors to a certain extent. They had like these like laser like things and stuff, like infrared things on them, where they can like track down the Adonis Rex. So I guess they kind of borrowed from the idea they originally had with giving them. I think they were saying there was somebody giving them like guns or something like that before it actually came together to become what it was. But yeah, I would recommend this for fans of like the franchise. If you like the Jurassic Park like film franchise, I would recommend it. It's like a cool like follow up, and I like how it connects. That's why I really liked it the most about it, and why I was anticipating it a lot, because it really connected to the original Jurassic Park. Like after this, like 20 years in the future after that, the events of the first, and I thought that was cool, nice touch, gave it like a nice nostalgic like feel to it. Okay, well this is JDS 4696, and this is my review for Jurassic World, and I thought it was okay. I would still recommend it for like like a fun like film, especially like you're a fan, like I said before, of the franchise. All right.